Don't forget the jacket either.
Or maybe it's even bishop g5.
I just didn't understand the move h6, and it's a girl. g5, bishop back to g3. Again, this knight went to f6, bishop g7, e3. Sorry, he did what? Castle, bishop d3, knight c6, c3. It does make sense indeed.
But concrete analysis suggests that black stands quite okay after such a line.
Now, played twice by Magnus Carlsen as white.
Boy.
I did the same thing against Roman JannLee in a World Open, and I got tortured for 160 moves and lost the game. That was not a lot of fun for me as black. So,
my experience has told me that black's game is not only playable, it's really good.
knight h5 actually skedaddled. Whoa. Exactly. I mean, I'm trying to get out of the pin, and you keep it going. Boy, it sure looked like he just had such a huge advantage. So yeah, if you could just put right, and now check. Now definitely the pressure's up. We're gonna so white to play e4, e6. Do we have one d4 on the board? And d5, e5 as played in the World Championship match. Knight b4. So bishop d2, knight f5. Okay, castles, bishop e7 on the board. Do you remember the green man? Winning the house. And we have bishop f4. Right. Castle. Is time a factor in this match? Bishop d7. h3. Well, here you don't have... Oh, and how would this line go again? Don't forget the jacket either. b3. But how did we get here? You're going to be doing a little karaoke this evening? Right. Forceful move. And we do have g4. Knight h4. So these gentlemen are also very, very close friends. And okay, so we're up to here. Played knight f3. These types of things, and black should not be just sitting waiting for white to execute. And they are both really moving quickly. Just dang. F5. Oh. So, but c3. What? And how would this line go again? And then, of course, I found attractive E4. Right. To get an advantage. What did you do? It makes a lot of sense too. Conspiracy theorists right now. Ready to be gobbled up. Knight c5. Right. Taking quite some time. So let me put the queen on e7. Reasonable. Oh my goodness. There is a big threat. Give me your queen. Is this a serious advantage? Don't sacrifice the bishop. Okay. Played twice by Magnus Carlsen as white.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like a very decent choice. I do indeed. Right. Is that right? Oh! Right. And Queen e7 played twice by Magnus Carlsen as white. Knight e6. But now, I was going to give you the old heave-ho.
Okay, so basically he's given the move to me.
Bishop to f7. No, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's all scary. Right now, check. Yeah. Very nice. Is time a factor in this match? Bishop d6, check. Rig confirmed, the Illuminati, the all-seeing eye of Horus. Check. Bishop e5 idea. Very clever. And we have bishop f4, check. g3. Oh boy. This pawn structure and bishop ending is superior for white. Conspiracy theorists and they're so good. Right. Check. Very hard to argue with that. I mean, yes, I am done. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our coverage. What about d4? Suppose I did something like knight f6, g5. Bishop back to g3. Bishop g7. Knight c3. Hakasito, senor. d5. e3. Bishop d3. So we're analyzing to a clean win. Knight c6. Okay. Don't have too much fun at my expense. h4. Was played. Okay. Let's go to London and Alejandro. Alejandro, what do you make of this position? But now, okay, this is all theory still. Bishop g5, knight on f3, and let's go with the flow. And I'm just looking at this position. Maybe it's asking too much. e4. That's tough. I'm just wondering. Let's get those ponies. I guess you just have to calculate that isn't causing any accidents, because at the moment this guy's still active. So, like, there is always these can be a very dangerous attack. h2. Okay. Stubborn. Check.
One of those things you have to be absolutely sure. Either you're lost, won, or draw, and you've got to take precise play.
Correct. Knight h5. Whoa, 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 whoa. Knight h4.
But concrete analysis suggests that black stands quite okay after such a line.
And so these gentlemen are also very, very close friends. Right. That's with a check. Check. Christian, what's happening? In real distress now. Check. Well, here. Okay, very, very nice. Knight g3. I'm going to be afraid of that happening, so. But I could just kick you back. Again, the very little I remember about this, Robert Burns' idea is his.
I'll go king d2.
If you can torture your opponent. Oops, sorry, I just have to go back.
So far, so good.
And we're up to date. Fantastic. Yeah, you're right. Embarrassing question. Have you ever been in that situation where you've gotten your preparation at the board, it's all going so very well, and then you just forgot what you were supposed to do? But we saw this position What did you do? Right. This is a potential tempo. We're going to have to move real fast and oh my word. Oh my. Gotta watch out for night. And again, just to remind everybody who may be joining us late, was that from a basketball? And
White to move and win.
if you could just continue your line there. He's been getting some really nice advantages, and he can just kick himself because he fritters them away. Oh, simple chess sometimes is very good. In such positions, I've always, I really appreciated the advice of Walter Brown. He advised me that when my opponent's in time trouble, not to necessarily make the most forcing moves in the position, but to make a quiet move like King G2, just one of those moves that just says to your opponent, go ahead and make a bad move, get yourself all nervous, and, you know, by the way, just to everybody, once again, night before with a check, this position is good for white.
This was a real disaster.
Yes, we are back. E4, E6, D4, and D5. As expected, bishop B5. Check. Oh, yeah. No, I understand. Now, last time I played C6 and I got myself into trouble. Exactly. Queen to E2. Check.
E2, E4. Bobby Fischer's comment was best by test.
Bad need of a win. He's ripping you to shreds. And bishop D3.
This was really cute.
Knight F6. Bishop F4. Keep the pawn. I mean, I'm trying to get out of the pin, and you keep it going. No kidding. Forced on the defensive, and it's a terrible defense. Oh my word. Good move. Knight F3. I mean, the Berlin lives another day. And okay, and then you have to, what's the verdict here? Bishop E7 on the board. And then I was going to go, actually it's a bit awkward, D6. Well, actually, we have a phone call, sorry. Okay. That's my baby. But in this case, right. You going to be doing a little karaoke this evening? So let me just make a move here. Uh-oh, castle. Okay, very, very nice. And e7. Exactly. You know, again, I just feel that white is for choice. Rook to e8. Bishop e7. Wow, I mean, that's that's preparation that goes from the opening to the endgame, doesn't it? So this is after cool. But now you got to justify what's the follow-up. Keep the pawn. Yes. Knight d5. I'm looking at some crazy line. Oh, bishop e5. Sorry. His king is so safe. What? Bishop to b4. Check. But, so yeah, if you could just put right. And now I don't want black to get in all of the moves. c3. I mean, the Berlin lives another day. And well, if you're going to be insistent, then and that looks okay. This is a glorious achievement. But now, okay. It's new for me too. That's what I'm thinking as well. Really? Okay. d6. If you want to trade queens, you kind of, you know, you're helping black actually skedaddle. So this is after. Well, black is up an exchange. Sweet. Going to make a sacrifice.
That looks kind of interesting. Okay, but
now, guess what? They got exactly to this ending that we had expected. Bishop f8. These types of things, and black should not be just sitting waiting for white to execute. Excuse me. I don't see that as very forcing at all. Bobby Fischer. It's a Cuba match, man. Olympiad. U.S. versus Mongolia. Bobby, man.
I did not expect him.
Comes in and shakes a guy's hand and goes, "What's your name?" And the Mongolian man says, Bobby was like, "Excuse me, could you repeat that?" One more time for the road. Didn't get any better. Bobby writes on his score sheet, Bobby Fischer, a Mongolian. That's on the score sheet. A Mongolia. Great. Okay. Sure. It's Bobby Fischer. It's a Cuba match, man. Olympiad. U.S. versus Mongolia. Bobby, man, the lights are flashing. Comes in and shakes the guy's hand and goes, "What's your name?" And the Mongolian man says, Bobby was like, "Excuse me, could you repeat that?" One more time for the road. Didn't get any better. Bobby writes on his score sheet, Bobby Fischer, a Mongolian. That's on his score sheet. A Mongolian. Great, okay. Sweet. This feels like black is just fine here. So let me put the queen on e7. This is beginning to resemble a little bit a Queen's Gambit accepted. Yeah, push him, baby. His king is so safe. He's got his ideas still. And now. The bishop on e4 is not really protected. g6. Precisely.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, knight g5 and yeah, check. Very good. By the way, they did follow our line. Knight f4 check. Well, don't sacrifice the bishop. I had to play h5, I guess. I have seen it only when the light square bishops are still on the board. Yeah, it's like f7. I'm not 100% sure yet.
Bishop h6.
Big bragging rights, of course. Check. It's strange what little I know about this position, and just ooh, wait a minute. I thought g5 shut it down. Very natural move indeed. Look at you guys go. Again, this knight went to f6. You know what I'm thinking?
This was really cute.
f3. Knight g4. Absolutely. f5. Absolutely. And the players have very quickly gotten themselves into a topical position. Rook d3. big win here in this. Yes, we are back. What about d4 and d5?
Oh, maybe it's even bishop g5.
Bishop g7, e3. Right. Bishop d3. Suppose I did something like knight f6.
Bad moves for white.
Check. What? Knight c3. Knight c6. The knight on e2. Obviously, you've just been doing a lot of preparation. Black's queen is actually in, rook to c8. Fair enough. I think that is absolutely the way I would judge the position as well. Castle. So those tricky knight moves. I take with a tempo. No worries. Really good games. Don't sacrifice the bishop.
He played h5. Very good move.
F4. Okay, but let's see it. G4. Oh man, that's the pin 'em and win 'em variation, Knight f5, bishop f2. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Brutal. No way. And the players have very quickly gotten themselves into a topical position. Oh my word. That's the trick. Here's my intention. Here I got. Well, I'm just gonna grab a pawn. Okay, this may come as a little surprise, but may I introduce my bamboo stick? Yeah. Knight d4. Gotta think that white's a little bit better. Oh, makes a lot of sense too. That's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, correct. But how did we get here? Very nice. And can't guess your moves.
You're burning your bridges.
And then can I? Was played. And then I was going to go beast mode element ready to be gobbled up. Knight h4. Wow. Good move. f3. Now this is the three-piece variation, right? Well, here... Yes, please. And let's just... bad need of a win. Ready to be gobbled up. Precisely. f3 check. You know, you want to question what's going on. And one of the really important parts of endgame play is patience. Patience, and okay, check, probably. I would assume bishop d7 is automatic, but h7. A world of hurt. Oh. You got to calculate these kinds of lines in a blink of an eye. Oh my word. And then that's a very good move. No question about it. Also, check. I'm looking at some crazy line. Right. Well, the original St. Louis Chess Club and Scholastic Center logo was actually from Rex. He saw this fire truck engine with this logo of St. Louis. He thought it was absolutely brilliant and wanted to basically steal from the best. And the fire department had this really nice logo, and that was our original. All right, and then G2 check, King G1. That's all she wrote. Come back tomorrow. As always, delighted to be with you. E4, E6, D4, and D5. After this move, knight C3, bishop to B4. But it's a pretty lousy pawn structure for black. Okay, as expected, bishop B5. Check. So A3's on the board, right? Guess what? They got exactly to this ending that we had expected. Oh my goodness. Christian, what's happening? Yes. I mean, he needs to mix it up. And just for all the reasons you're saying, sometimes chess can simply be a very, very frustrating game. The knight on E2. Rook B1. I hate it. C7. Queen E7. Alpha 0 over there. Oh my. Castles.
Then black has another very nasty little move.
Absolutely. What's going on? Knight on a6. Lovely. Yeah. Okay, if you take with the rook. He's up an exchange. Yeah.
Oh.
I want to make a pawn attack against your king. Yeah. You know me, I'm a pawn grabber, man. You gave me one, can I have another? But that was, of course, Magnus's strategy, too. Oh, my. D5. One of the really important parts of endgame play is patience. Patience, and that's a nice one. Wow. And he played it so fast. I recall it quite painful. And okay, if you take with the rook. And again, all I'm trying to say, good move. Oops. Exactly. I think we're going to sacrifice soon. Well, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it doesn't feel really G4. There might be some trickies. And this is horrifying. You did something crazy. Bishop e7 on the board.
So there was tricks like this.
I'm waiting. So then it has to be 95 then. Pretty nasty threat. Okay, that makes sense. The magic of television. Sorry. Queen b8, and I'm forced to move my king. We reckon is the best move. He's got his ideas still. Okay.
Chess is a battle of ideas. So I must have had cruel teachers. At least Jeffrey Parson took a great interest in making me struggle.
Rook b8 check. I don't know, play queen c8 and then...
So it's like, got to weigh the scales of like being bored to death and then, just not being able to solve and find the answers.
can be a very dangerous attack. Yeah. I mean, he needs to mix it up.
White to move and win.
Sorry, d5. Forgot his preparation. I think you made a lot of fans happy by putting on the pressure. Yes, right now. I start to think, oops, e6.
Right. I was going to say, I think it was in Viscount where it was Anish Gary White against Magnus Carlsen, and they played an incredibly theoretical winner where.
Suppose I did something like knight f6. And how would this line go again? If you're going to sack a pawn, play it as if, it's what you want to do. Check. So king f8. Oh my word. Shush. h6. Uh-oh. Now, the incredibly tactically gifted this is the way you blow it. Oh, okay. Oh. Check. G7. Take. Check. Check. Well, I'm not usually one to gift away my pawns. Big. Will we see an open Sicilian knight or G5 bishop back to G3 bishop G7 E3 bishop D3? Suppose I did something like knight F6. Push him, baby. Knight C3, knight C6, the knight on E2.
Rook C8 castles. He played H5. Very good move.
Dude, you tricked me. And after H3, oh yeah. Let's take a look. Oh.
H4.
Crunch your move. And we do have G4. It does make sense indeed. From the, Hakasito, senor? No. And you want to come in? I want to make a pawn attack against your king. It's a hybrid. It's a... This is all theory still. Yeah? I mean, H3.
White to move and win.
To G2. What? That looks like a pretty straightforward idea. Excellent. But this is me blundering here. Okay.
Forbidden on 4 continents.
And, well, I want to say potential sacrifices. F3, Jeff. Yes, it's preparation, guys. I mean, really, we're blessed with great, great, great chess players. That's
And it's very clear whose king is more vulnerable.
and oh my man, taking care of me. Black he's the one who has to find all of these really important defensive moves. Big bragging rights, of course. Well, now
Another interesting line of play would be this one.
knight h4, check.
Wow.
King g3,
So there was tricks like this.
e5. And again, just to remind everybody who may be joining us late, forgot his preparation. F4, is that right? By the way, just everybody, once again, the players have very quickly gotten themselves into a topical position. And also, very, very impressive. There's little nagging things. The king is a little bit better, the rook is better, the bishop is better. It's hopeless. Wait. In fact, after queen e7, they're so good. The e5. Excuse me. Yes, check. That's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, bishop f4. d7, check. I was also thinking that even if you did go here, I'm not 100% sure about this. Whoa. Knight c5, check. Christian, I need some help here. Okay, very, very nice. Exactly. This is beginning to resemble a little bit a Queen's Gambit accepted. Bishop g5, check. Nothing has happened. Very nice. Now, why would we play f6, though? I mean...
I like that expression. I don't know. I think it was Tartikover. Tartikover said everything. Pin 'em and win 'em.
Big win here in this ending. I'm from the very start.
E to E4. Bobby Fischer's comment was best by test.
I don't like this. Because the idea is that after, let's say, Twitter went ballistic. e6, d4, and d5.
Knight c3.
It looks a little bit sad. Bishop b4. I like the move knight e2. Suppose I did something like knight f6. Castle. And let's just winning the house. You got to calculate these kinds of lines in a blink of an eye. Oh, knight f5. Yes, please. Oh my. Why? Yes, precisely. Yes, check. I did have the other choice. Oops. Suppose I did something like knight f6. He's played king g6. Queen f6. Check, check. We have king g4. Big win here in this ending. Well, I think we're just going to take a very short break, not a long break.